it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you are new. Today's video is for the newest release from Knees Lacquer. This collection is inspired by Resident Evil. I'm very excited about this collection. So if you don't know, most of the polishes in this release do feature a brand new multi-chrome flaky. If you have been loving the black to red multi-chrome pigment polishes like me, you will be very excited to know there is now a multi-chrome flaky that has the same color shifts as the black to red multi-chrome pigment. Very excited. When I saw the info sheet on these polishes, I was just like, woo! Yes, I was very, very excited. So this collection launches this Friday on the Knees Lacquer website, as well as their international stockists. I know Girly Bits is going to have it, and I believe Rainbow Connection will also have it. I will have to double check. So yeah, let's just get into these polishes because this is really, really fantastic. First up, we have Curse You. This one is a fuchsia base with the same type of shimmer that was in Don't Go to Sleep from Polish Pickup. So it shifts from a deep bronze to a gold to a lime green to a blue. It's priced at $13. Curse You had a great formula. It didn't feel overly thick or thin, and I did not have any application issues. The shimmer is extremely color shifty and very strong in this base. Speaking of the base, to my eye, I was seeing this as like a darkened fuchsia that leans slightly red toned or maybe even berry, depending on what color the shimmer is showing. When it's showing that bronzy gold shade, it even looks a little bit like a brick red. Basically, you're going to be seeing pretty much the entire rainbow of colors on your nails due to that shimmer. It is really, really pretty. If this had pretty good coverage in 2 coats, I don't know, I'd recommend 3 coats. I use 3 coats. If you go in for thicker coats or maybe use a blurring base coat, you might be able to get away with 2 coats. And yes, those are chickens in the background. Those are our chickens. Yeah, we have quite a few. If you would like to meet all of our chickens and guinea hens, be sure to stay to the end of the video. No issues with staining or removal with this polish. Next up, we have Donna and Angie. This one is described as a pink leaning mauve with black to red multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $13. Donna and Angie had a great formula, not too thick or too thin. This polish is pretty sheer. You're going to want to build this one up in 3 coats. Alternatively, you can definitely use this one as a topper. Basically, all of the black to red multi-chrome flaky polishes in this release start off pretty sheer. But you can see that nice color shift in the flakies. Like, if you love the black to red multi-chrome pigment, you will love these flakies. Well, assuming you like flakies as well. You will love these flakies. I was really amazed by them. So anyway, so this polish is pretty sheer. I will show it swatched in 1 coat over a cream. I'll do that for all these really polishes. For the cream that I used Catastrophic Butterfly by Zombie Claw Polish, which is in the July Talk Indie to Me box. I'll have swatches of that up the beginning of July. Issues with staining and typical flaky polish removal. Next up, we have Everyone Falls in Love with Me Eventually. This one is described as a pale gray polish with a soft purple shimmer and lots of hollow flakies. It's priced at $12. This is the purple sister to Keep Reaching Out Your Hand. Everyone Falls in Love with Me Eventually had a great formula, not too thick or too thin. I'm sorry, I'm a broken record. All the polishes were fantastic. So the shimmer in this one is very strong in this base. What I was seeing in person, I was seeing a purple to a pink to maybe an orangey kind of shade in the shimmer. It was very color shifty, and I was definitely seeing more than just purple shimmer with this one. The hollow flakes are very holographic. This is like a bam boom in your face holographic polish, and the shimmer is also very in your face. I had pretty good coverage in 2 coats, but to cover up my visible nail line, I went in for 3 coats. Nothing in here dry down textured or will be overly difficult to remove. Next up, we have Heisenberg. Heisenberg is described as a rusty orange with black to red multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $13. So, like the previous black to red multi-chrome polish, this one had fantastic formula. It is pretty sheer. You're going to want to build this one up in 3 coats. I would imagine if you would want to go in for 4, you would see more of that base color. Personally, what I was seeing with the base color, it was like a brownie, like brownish, orangish type of rusty orange shade. So I decided to swatch this one over one of my favorite brown polishes, which is Canyon Clay by Orly. I'll have a photo of that coming up towards the end. The multi-chrome flakes are very color shifty. You will see that gunmetal gray / black, kind of like a bluish tone. You'll see the red, you'll see that orangey shade. I just can't get enough of these flakies. I thought I was obsessed with the multi-chrome pigment. I am extra obsessed with these flakies. So I am in the middle of, actually I'm almost done swatching this Bee's Knees collection, and I just wanted to put Heisenberg and Lady Dimitrescu, probably saying that wrong, side by side because I feel like they are kind of similar. You can see here the base colors are definitely different. Next up we have I Will Devour All of You. This one is described as a pale gray polish with a glowy blue shimmer and lots of hollow flakies. It's priced at $12. This is the blue sister to Keep Reaching Out Your Hand. So sorry I don't have the first coat. I actually forgot to hit record for the first coat. So we start off on the second coat. This is the third coat. So this polish had a great formula, not too thick or too thin, exactly the same formula as the previous gray polish in this, as well as To Keep Reaching Out Your Hand. Absolutely fantastic. The blue shimmer is very strong. It's not color shifty like the previous polish, but it's still so beautiful. And this one is also very holographic. Like, it looks amazing in every kind of lighting. And here comes Stormy.
What you doing, Stormy girl? Oh, hello. Oops, hello. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Tell them you're helping Mama do some swatches. Yeah. Okay.
So I Will Devour You will be a 2 to 3 coater depending on preference and potentially your nail length. Next up, we have Lady Dimitrescu. Sorry, you all know I'm terrible with pronunciations. This one is described as a light pinky red with black to red multi-chrome flakies and is priced at $13. Again, like all of the black to red multi-chrome flaky polishes, it starts off pretty sheer. I would imagine you could really get away with a whole variety of different base colors with all of these polishes due to them going on so sheer in one coat, and you get amazing flaky coverage in that one coat too. You don't need to do, if as a topper, you really don't need to go in for multiple coats to get great coverage. I would also imagine you could probably go over certain types of nail art with this one as well without it completely obscuring the nail art. Well, my thumb, I swatched this in one coat over Maniology's Polish Leather. Again, nothing in here dried down textured or will be overly difficult to remove, and I did not experience any staining. Next up, we have Moreau. This one is described as a teal polish with black to red multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $13. Okay. Moreau had a great formula. Again, it starts off pretty sheer, but it does build it really nicely in 3 coats. I was actually playing around with this one and I wanted to see just how much more opaque I could get it. So I went in for 2 thicker coats with this one just to try to build it up in more opacity. And definitely if you go in for thicker coats, you will get more opacity. You'll still have some visible nail line, but it won't be as obvious if you go in for super thin coats. I didn't have any issues with dry time as well. I just used my normal KB Shimmer quick dry top coat and it dried this one nice and quickly. Base color wise, this polish and the next one were my personal favorites for these flakies in the base by themselves. And also on my thumb here, I swatched this one in one coat over Heather's Hues Jolly, which is like a Christmassy kind of green polish. No issues with staining, and removal will be typical flaky polish removal. Next up, we have Mother Miranda. This one is described as a steel blue polish with black to red multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $13. So for this one, the blue base, it leans a little purplish with these flakies, I found, but it definitely is like a grayed out blue type of polish. So again, all the flakies spread out evenly and easily on their own. The base is on the more sheer side, so like I said in the previous one, if you go in for thicker coats, you will have more opacity, but you will still have pretty obvious visible nail line with all of these jelly black to red multi-chrome flaky polishes in this release. But you will definitely be seeing all of the typical color shifts that you see in the black to red multi-chrome pigment in these flakies. And I really can't wait to see what else Sarah comes up with these flakies because they are absolutely phenomenal. Like, I am seriously in love. No formula or application issues. I swatched this one in 3 coats. I personally like it in 3 coats. On my thumbnail, I swatched it in 1 coat over a navy blue cream. I cannot for the life of me remember what that is, but it'll be on my blog post. And the final polish I have to share with you all is called Mutamycete. This one is described as an apple green with black to red multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $13. So again, great formula, not too thick or too thin, applied evenly and easily, flakes spread out evenly on their own. Fantastic polish. I feel like this one leans just a tiny bit of a prugly polish, aka pretty ugly polish. I think it's still a beautiful polish, but I feel like the base color leans just kind of like ugly, if that like an ugly green, if that makes sense. Like, I like them, but I feel like this kind of leans like an ugly green. The flakies definitely pop in this base, so I was very torn on what to swatch this one over. I had wanted to try a gray, but I decided to try it over a olive green, and I thought it looked absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed this one as a topper, and the flakies look absolutely amazing in this one as well. And so that is everything. So I don't know what I'm going to pick as a favorite because if you don't already know, gray polishes with flakies and hollow are some of my favorite. I really, really love them, and I love high shimmer effect polishes. So the polishes from this release that were in that gray base with that high shimmer and lots of hollow flakies were right up my alley. I love them. You all don't want to know how many gray polishes I own at this point. I love gray polish. And the multi-chrome flakies, I really love that black to red multi-chrome pigment, and I love flakies. So I still have not decided which polishes are going to be my favorite. I'm just gonna say I love this whole collection, and I was a little disappointed that the black to red multi-chrome flaky polishes weren't more opaque. I will say that. However, I had a lot of fun swatching them with toppers, and I just had fun with them in general. Like, I really, really enjoyed this release. So yes, I would love to know, what are you picking up from this release? What's your opinion on black to red multi-chrome? Do you love it? Do you hate it? When I first heard of it, I was kind of like, like I didn't get it. And then I saw, and just like, yeah, I love it. So I really enjoy these flakies. Yeah, so I will just talk to you all in the next one because I'm just like super chatty. It's getting late. I want to go to bed, and yeah, bye.
So I'm not sure how many of you know, but we have chicken. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen our chickens before, but we do have chickens, and we have guinea, what are they called again? Guinea fowl. There we go. Yeah, guinea fowl. So yeah, these are our birds. And just to see more of our chickens, so up there we have our guinea fowl. Those are the guinea hens. We think we have at least 1 guinea cock, but we're not 100% sure because they're all still pretty young. We have somewhere around, I think like 50 birds currently. And no, we do not eat them. They are just, you know, we just have chickens. Yeah, these are my babies.